Welcome to the Movement PT Coffee Cast, where we sit down and talk about physical therapy, health, and whatever else comes to mind during our coffee-infused conversations. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Movement PT Coffee Cast. My name's Dalton, and I'm bringing you another EspressoCast here on this beautiful, beautiful day in London, Ontario, Canada. I'm super pumped. The snow is still here, but the sun is out. I think spring is coming. This weekend is supposed to be that turning point, that spring forward of those clocks. I'm looking forward to the spring, and I'm looking forward to bringing you guys another episode. So this week, it's just going to be me again chatting. But before we get into that, I just want to give a big shout out to you guys for always supporting us. Again, we hear from you guys constantly, so those who reach out and give us feedback, thank you very much. Thank you for leaving us reviews on our podcast. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for messaging us on Instagram. We really appreciate the love. So I want to give a little bit of a shout out to some people that have messaged us recently about the podcast that we've had a little bit of a conversation with, and we really appreciate it. So we're going to kick it off all the way from Portugal. Physiognomia PT. We appreciate you reaching out and giving us some support. Aaron Lee, who we will be having a chat with shortly. Aaron, if you're listening to this, actually you probably would have already had the conversation, so nice to meet you. And then lastly, Mind and Movement Physio from South Australia. We appreciate the feedback, guys. When you reach out to us, we're always open to answering questions. We're always open to having a chat, so please don't hesitate to do so. I'm going to get into the episode this week. I'm excited to talk about it. It's something that actually came up not too long ago, I would say, over the past couple days when I was having a conversation with one of my personal training clients that I coach at a gym that I work at. And this has come up multiple times, and me and Will may have talked about this, I'm sure, on one of our episodes or with somebody. And I'm not too sure where the original phrase or question came from, but it's this idea of, what is the next best thing that you can do to take control of your health in your current situation? And I think this is a big question that people should take some time to think about. When you are having some trouble, whether it be, being in pain, whether you're having some trouble getting consistent in the gym, whether you're struggling with your weight, it can be overwhelming. I've been there. Everyone's been there. And, you feel like there's a lot of different variables going on, and you're trying to manage them, and then you end up not managing any. And you get in this rut. And so I've actually had this happen to me, and asking myself this question is actually something that really helped me. And it is very powerful if you take the time to think about it and actually honestly answer it. So I want to tell you guys a little bit of a story. Like everyone, we all go through something in our life, an injury or, a hard time. And by no means this isn't anything crazy, but when I was in my master's of physical therapy, actually, I had a period of time where I was struggling a lot with some thoracic outlet type symptoms. At the time I was in school full time, stressing about physio school, trying to learn everything, trying to get everything done. I was exercising, but I wasn't being super consistent with it. And my diet probably wasn't the greatest. I wasn't in the greatest place. And then I was having this injury where, you're getting numbness and tingling down the arm, loss of sensation, in the hands, your neck is super tight all the time. And, it was just very uncomfortable, and it was affecting my everyday life. And I was actually, trying to figure it out, trying to get to the bottom of it. And, I approached a professor, and we had conversations about it. And, I was told, maybe you have some potential cervical arthritis, or you have an extra cervical rib of some sort. And I'm just sitting there like, dang, really? I just thought I had some neck pain. But yeah, it was affecting my everyday life. And I started getting to these dark places and these thoughts that I think are more common than not. And it's this idea of like, how can I be dealing with this as a young 24-year-old? I'm supposed to be healthy. I'm supposed to be in physio school. I'm supposed to be know how to treat these things, and here I am on a daily basis dealing with something that's actually literally affecting my life every day, and I'm avoiding activities, and I'm not really going to the gym because it's bugging me. And you get to a dark place and you start questioning things, and you're like, am I going to have this for the rest of my life? How am I going to be able to ever do anything that I want to do? These are all real thoughts, and I think everyone deals with this at some point in their life with an injury. And I got to a point where I was like, you know what am I going to do about it? What is my next best step to take control of my own health in my current situation? And at that point, I had tried some things on my own. I had done some stretching and some lacrosse ball release and all this other stuff, hoping that it would help with the tightness in my neck and the tingling down my hand. And obviously, that wasn't really helping. It was giving me some relief. And so then I decided, okay, I'm going to actually go out and seek a healthcare provider. So I went and saw a physio who, he assessed me, and he gave me some good advice, and he gave me some active exercise, and he empowered me, and it really helped me. And then I took the next step to say, okay, you know what, this is it. I'm going to consistently focus on trying to make myself better, trying to get back to where I was before. And over time, I started feeling better. I got, less tightness, less preferred pain down the hand. I started to realize that there was a lot of other factors playing into why I was experiencing this. My stress levels, my worry about, not being able to do stuff in the future. I ended up going home for a period of time because we had some time off school, started feeling way better. So there was many other factors that were playing into what I was experiencing. Probably not the fact that I had a cervical rib. Never got that confirmed by x-ray, but I'm pretty sure I probably don't have one of those. But the point of it is that in the end, no matter what happens, you have to decide whether or not you're going to take control of your current situation. And you can go to as many healthcare providers as you want. You can go to as many personal trainers as you want. You can continue to seek motivation on Instagram, YouTube. All of that stuff is great. I'm part of that. I love being part of that. So obviously I think there's value in that. But in the end, it's going to be on you to decide, what am I going to do to take control of my own health? And it can be as simple as committing to going for one 10-minute walk a day for the next 30 days. That could be it, if that's where you're at. Or it can be, I'm going to commit to following this meal plan or following this diet for 30 days. Or I'm going to commit to this squat program because I want to get stronger. Whatever it is that you're thinking of, wherever you're at, it's going to be on you in the end, no matter what it is. And I think this is something that I'm starting to realize more as a physio and a healthcare provider, is that sure, I can coach and I can empower and I can give advice and I can give, treatment plans and whatnot. But in the end, if that person isn't ready to actually accept that they need to actively take control of their own health and take ownership upon themselves, it's going to be a difficult road. So what I've tried to do lately is try to figure out how I can have conversations with people, listen to people, find out some of their barriers, find out what they're dealing with, what's keeping them from actually taking control of their health. Is it that they're super busy at work? Are they super stressed about a relationship? What's going on? What is actually truly keeping them from taking control? So that's something that I've been trying to do a lot lately. And it's not easy, because it's not as simple as, someone coming in and being like, hey, my knee hurts. And you go, okay, here we go. I'll give you X, Y, and Z, which is a lot easier. And sometimes that works, but sometimes it doesn't. And there's usually a lot more to the story. So as I continue to go on, as I continue to grow as a clinician, as a healthcare provider, and as a person, I've started to realize that ownership is always going to come on you. So if you're out there and you're dealing with something, whether it be an injury or, you're struggling day to day with exercise, or you're struggling with sticking to a program, know this happens to everyone, and know that if you want to take control of it, you can. And what you need to do is just take little baby steps. And I know it sounds cliche and I know it sounds simple, but honestly, once you're ready to accept that and take ownership of it, you'll really start to see true changes. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to go too long. If I go too long, I end up ranting. So I hope you guys took something away from that. Just to recap, know that it's on you to accept it and take control of your current situation. And what are you going to do next to do that? Guys, I appreciate you. Will appreciates you. We love the support. Continue to message us. Continue to reach out. We're very grateful for it. And always know that you're in control. Peace.